Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/PettyRevenge. In today's episode, I intentionally block a driveway into a wealthy religious private school on my way into work. Now you want a job? I didn't think so. Stinky feet on plane equals goodbye shoe. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. I intentionally block a driveway into a wealthy religious private school on my way into work. During my morning commute, I pass a very wealthy private religious school. The driveway getting in and out of the school is tricky and most people are turning left and crossing traffic to leave. When going straight on the main road, there's a light ahead, and when it's red during morning rush hour, traffic backs up a lot. Most people who are going straight will leave enough space for the people exiting the school to get out. Thing is, a lot of people leaving the school and turning left will block the straight lane, holding up traffic until the other lane is clear and they can turn. It makes me mad when the people exiting the school block traffic like this. Also, I have an issue with the school and parents who pay to send their kids there, because it's a super wealthy private religious institution that is very anti-LGBTQ, very pro-life, and they walk a very fine line with political support. It also received a hefty PPP loan when it's clearly a wealthy private institution. It costs parents a stupid amount to send their kids there that didn't need one. So I'm petty and I've taken to blocking the driveway of the school so people can't get out when the light ahead is red and traffic backs up. It makes me happy to see the frustrated parents muttering, shouting and glaring at me from their fancy cars cause they can't get through, despite trying to inch forward. Call me stupid, rude, petty, I don't care. Grand scheme of things, my little act of petty doesn't matter, but if I can make their lives a little more inconvenient in the morning for supporting this type of institution, I'll take it. Now you want a job? I didn't think so. I was poor my entire life. Up to and including graduate school. I was working at 3 jobs, had an internship, and was finishing up classes my last year. I honestly don't know where I found the time looking back. Anyhow, as a poor student, I didn't have access to all the right tech for a class project. The library had some, but they were in such demand it was difficult to get, so as soon as I knew what I needed, I asked a classmate, call her Penny, to help me out, and she agreed. I checked with Penny a few times prior to the meeting and we were good to go. As you probably guessed, Penny doesn't show. She doesn't answer texts, calls, or emails. I frantically try to get in with the library, but it's like a 2-week wait, so I can't. I email my prof for an extension, he denies it. She did the assignment without me. I end up with a B in the class, which is not good in grad school. About 2 years later, I'm working in our field and Penny applies. She gets through an interview or 2, then has the group interview. I'm there. She tries a friendly approach with me that I shrug off. When decision time comes, I pull for the other candidate hard. I even shared the story about her screwing me over. I'm pretty sure it's why they went with the other person. Stinky feet on plane equals goodbye shoe. As he wedged his large, sweaty frame into the center seat next to my aisle seat, I knew it was going to be a long flight, Pittsburgh to San Francisco. Then he took off his shoes. I'm not going to say it was the worst stink, but it was hot foot juice nonetheless. I should have said something right away, but chose to sit there and brood. Several hours into the flight, I noticed he was sleeping. Inspiration struck. I reached under his seat and was able to get one out, by the shoestring I should add. I then carried his solo shoe all the way to the back of the plane and put it in an overhead. When we got the announcement we were starting, our decent, stank toes began to wake. I could see him feeling around with his foot for his missing shoe. Then, he did that awkward half bend trying to feel with his hands. Then he asked everyone around him to look. He was getting more and more panicked by the minute. I assured him it must have slid forward or backward and it would turn up. As I was exiting the plane, I had a brief conversation with the flight attendant. All I said was there is a guy seat 2C, or whatever, who is missing a shoe. After everyone is off, look in the overhead in the back left side of the plane. She realized what was happening and smiled. I sat outside the plane waiting for him to exit. Dead last. Hope he learned a lesson. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.